Girl 101 signing on for the Cancer Rising May Astrology of 2024. We're going to be discussing the Sun, the new moon, and the full moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury, Jupiter ingressing into the sign of Gemini, and Pluto going into a retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. Opening up the month of May, the Sun continues its transit in the sign of Taurus. For you, Cancer rising, this is where the Sun is illuminating, giving you a lot of energy, a lot more popularity, connected to that 11th house of friendships, groups and organizations, people that are of benefit to you. So a lot of joyful interactions with other people when the Sun is transiting in that 11th house. And you'll enjoy this transit until the 20th of May when that Sun ingresses into the sign of Gemini till June 20 of 2024. And this is where the Sun is going to be lighting up those 12th house topics for you, Cancer rising. So the Sun's giving you a lot of energy and illumination to those 12th house topics of things from the past that need to be dealt with, what you do behind the scenes regarding your spiritual connections, getting in touch with the divine, also where you can have retreats, going to hospices, hospitals, having treatments. Also, hidden enemies is a place of the 12th house. And in general, it's a place where we do things behind the scenes that are self-indulgent and sometimes to our detriment. So the Sun transiting here for the 4 weeks from the 20th of May to the 20th of June can have you really giving a lot of attention to dropping behind the scenes and not being so visual and so active at this time. Now let's talk about that moon, Cancer rising. Well, the moon is your ruling planet. So whatever the moon is doing, it's going to have a particular impact on you personally, how you feel internal. It's our emotional landscapes. So the moons for the month of May. Well, on the 7th of May, there's a new moon in the sign of Taurus, and this is your 11th house. In ancient astrology, the moon's exalted in the sign of Taurus, and Venus, this is her domicile ruler, and Venus is currently transiting in the sign of Taurus, where she likes to be. So this is beneficial for you because the new moon has extra oomph and support with that exalted moon and Venus in domicile of Taurus. So on the 7th of May, this new moon in Taurus in your 11th house can see new friendships come online, or new beginnings with new friendships, new dreams and goals and aspirations for the future. There even might be a new beneficiary to you regarding your career, public image, how you're seen and known in the world. So someone could be supporting you, a new beginning, a new contract, for example. It's going to also see you taking on more of a intellectual risk regarding connecting with different groups of people and associations as well. So new beginnings all around for you on the 7th of May. And again, because this moon is your ruling planet, you're going to be feeling organically connected to this new beginning, whatever it is for you. So enjoy the new day, the new moon for you, on the 7th of May, Cancer rising. On the 23rd of May, your ruling planet is going into a full moon aspect, and this is in the sign of Sagittarius. For you is your 6th house of work and services that you provide to other people. It's connected to your co-workers, sickness and illness, pets. It's where we put a lot of energy into other people. So when you have a full moon, it is the culmination point. It's a graduation point of the moon cycle. It's bright. It's for everyone to see. It's something that we're releasing. And for you, you could be ending possibly a long recovery process that you've been going through regarding an illness or a sickness that you've been going through. Or this could be the solution point regarding the medicine becomes available for you, for example, to help you recover and improve your health. Could also see some changes going on in your work and career space, and also services and things that you do for other people might be wrapping up and coming to its natural organic completion. Jupiter is the ruler of this lunation because it rules Sagittarius. And he's currently sitting in your 11th house of Taurus, of beneficiaries, groups and organizations, friendships, also your dreams and aspirations for the future. So with Jupiter here ruling that 11th house, you could see some benefits with your career or a service that you provide coming to an end or starting a new cycle as well. Planet Mercury, Cancer rising, opening up the month of May, is transiting in the sign of Aries, and this is your 10th house. And he continues this transit in your 10th house until the 15th of May. So when Mercury is in Aries in your 10th house, there's a lot of data and analytics and red tape connected to your employment, career, or an escalation in communication, or even commerce and finances connected through other people that are connected to your public image, how you're seen and known. It's like getting a lucrative contract or discussing finances regarding your work or career employment situation. On the 15th of May, Mercury is leaving Aries, that 10th house, and ingressing into the sign of Taurus, your 11th house, until June 3rd of 2024. This is where you can be getting down to the nuts and bolts of really identifying, do you feel mentally connected to some groups and organizations or friendships, or does there need to be discussions about money with friendships and groups, or even trying to sift through, beneficiaries, like, are you having conversations with people that help you in regards to your career and public image and employment? Or is there, again, documents or data that you need to go over concerning your career? Because it's connected to that 11th house. So this transit is a busy transit with Mercury in the 11th house, and you can just see an escalation of communication with friendships on board and having a lot of fun and intellectual interactions with other people. On the 17th of May, Mercury in Taurus is squaring Pluto retrograde in the sign of Aquarius, your 8th house. So your 11th house and 8th house coming into a contentious moment. This day could be difficult or feel like there's a jarring energy that feels almost oppressive regarding an investment connected with a friendship or a group. Could also see money being needed to be discussed or highlighted this day, how you're interacted financially with other people that impacts your career and employment situation as well. So just a tricky day on the 17th is highlighted for you, Cancer rising. On the 27th of May, Mercury in Taurus is sextiling Saturn in the sign of Pisces, your 9th house. So your 11th house and 9th house in a sextile aspect. Mercury sextiling Saturn is almost like a if information or communication has been held back, this is the day where it comes back online. So things becoming clearer regarding media, publishing, a legality situation you could possibly be connected to, higher education, international foreign correspondence, even your spiritual ideologies. You could be really thinking about your spiritual perspectives on this day. Great day to get a tarot reading or an astrological reading as well regarding your own birth chart. On the 31st of May, Mercury in Taurus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus, your 11th house. This is where some finances can come back online if you felt like there's been a delay in regards to getting the assistance you need connecting to your career and public image. Could also see some exciting news coming from friends or groups or associations as well. An exciting day on the 31st of May. Planet Jupiter, for you, Cancer rising, is transiting in Taurus, your 11th house, and continues to do so until the 25th of May. When Jupiter is transiting in the 11th house, in ancient astrology, this is Jupiter's house of joy. So I am only being very optimistic when I say this, Cancer rising. You could have seen a lot of expansion or extreme opportunities for travel or connecting and educating yourself with different people, different groups and societies, friendships, Also see an expansion or dreams or wishes actually coming true when Jupiter's in its joy in the 11th house for you. So I hope you've had a fantastic time with Jupiter transiting in your 11th house, because on the 25th of May, he's going to ingress into the sign of Gemini, your 12th house, for 1 year until the 25th of May 2025. So Jupiter in the 12th house for you, Cancer rising, is an opportunity to really get down to the nuts and bolts of what's been holding you back or jarring, or things from the past that have been sitting in the back burner or been laying dormant that you haven't wanted to address for whatever personal reason. Jupiter coming in the 12th house is going to give you the confidence and the knowledge to help you break through some long time barriers or perceived barriers psychologically or physically. So the 12th house is about our spiritual connections, where we go to find peace and harmony connected through travel or a divinatory practice. It's also to do with hospitals, retreats, hidden enemies, also to do with, things, vices. And Jupiter coming in the 12th house for you, Cancer rising, is giving you an opportunity to, overcome and get rid of the problems, because if you refuse or just put your head in the sand about things that you don't want to deal with, Jupiter's going to expand them and blow them up. And it's almost like forewarned is forearmed here. Get on top of those 12th house topics for yourself, Cancer rising, or Jupiter will expand them and make it more difficult for you to detach and possibly move past things that you've been doing behind the scenes. If you've been doing something creative or even spiritual, Jupiter will really give you a lot of oomph to let your freak flag fly when it comes to getting a creative spark or even connecting to the divine in your spiritual practices. So enjoy that Jupiter in the 12th house of Gemini, which is a Mercury sign. So a very interesting time for you, Cancer rising indeed, for 12 months. Planet Mars. Well, Mars is all about that aggression. Mars is the first out of the gate, will take a risk, not knowing the outcome, but just knows there's something instinctual about just taking action and needing to move. A lot of movement connected to Mars and a lot of conflict at the same time. It's rambunctious and brave and bold. And for you, opening up the month of May, Mars continues its transit in the sign of Aries, its sign ruler, which is your 10th house, Cancer rising. So Mars could have you seeing some very interesting dynamics in your workplace connected to you. You may feel more energetic or driven to pursue a public image that you would like to be more favorable for you. You could also have a lot of action going on in your workplace or even your career. You could be thinking, oh, am I on the right path? Do I need to get rid of this career or workplace I'm in? Or do I just keep going ahead and just have the energy to do what's necessary to put myself in good stead regarding how people see me on the world stage? But forewarned is forearmed, Mars can also see you having some conflict and cutting people away in regards to those workplace situations. On the 3rd of May, Mars is going to sextile Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So the 10th and 8th houses for you, Cancer rising, are in a sextile. That go-getter, aggressive Mars sextiling Pluto, which is all about power, wealth, and death and regeneration, could see a return of an investment that's beneficial for you. It's almost like an investor comes online and helps you in regards to a career opportunity. Could also see a partner get involved in regards to your career or public image that is beneficial, or partnership of all kinds. Could be going through a fantastic transformation regarding an investment or an asset that actually benefits you. This is a great day, mark at the 3rd of May. Now, Mars is direct all month in the sign of Aries, its ruler, your 10th house. So if you need to get a job done, this is the time to do it. And if you need the guts and the grit to make a decision about moving away from a career that has possibly been annoying or jarring for you. This is the time to begin the inevitable ending. Now let's talk about planet Venus. Now Venus has a lot of aspects going on this month of May, which quite simply means she's having conversations with planets quite often. And for you, on opening up the month of May, she's transiting in the sign of Taurus, your 11th house, and she's in her own sign in Taurus. So Venus transiting in Taurus, your 11th house, the house of Jupiter's joy in ancient astrology, is fantastic for having finances and relationships being more harmonious, connected with groups and other peoples, even beneficiaries that help your career. Could also see dreams and goals actually coming to fruition when Venus is transiting in your 11th house. So hopefully, Cancer rising, you've been enjoying this transit. On the 1st of May, Venus squares Pluto in Aquarius, so your 11th and 8th house. It's going to be a difficult conversation between you and a friend or a group regarding an investment or an asset or a financial situation you're connected with. On the 13th of May, Venus is sextiling Saturn in Pisces, which is currently transiting in your 9th house. So your 11th house and your 9th house in a sextile aspect, Venus-Saturn sees possibly signing on the dotted line regarding a legal contract that is beneficial to you, a media or publishing opportunity that is going to grow and expand in time. It's very solid and grounded. You might be putting down some plans and actuating and actioning a new higher education course of study that's going to benefit you in the future, that connects you to the world stage, or expanding your knowledge house. On the 18th, Venus conjuncts Uranus in the sign of Taurus, your 11th house. A Venus-Uranus conjunction is almost like a curveball. It almost is like that shock and awe value coming from that Uranus. This is odd and peculiar that breaks up the status quo. So when Venus is conjuncting that Uranus in your 11th house, there could be a breakthrough or a sudden disruption regarding groups, organizations, friends, a dream or aspirational goal, either coming to fruition or disintegrating. On the 23rd of May, Venus conjuncts Jupiter in the sign of Taurus, your 11th house. In ancient astrology, Venus and Jupiter were known as the benefics. So only got the two benefics conjuncting in the 11th house, and Jupiter in ancient astrology is in its house of joy, the 11th house. With Venus meeting up with Jupiter in the 11th house, this looks like a fantastic opportunity to start something quite auspicious regarding a dream for your future, or it actually coming to pass. This is something you've been wanting for some time, actually lands on this day, possibly for you, Cancer rising. Could see a fantastic opportunity come through for a friend that benefits you in some way, shape or form. A beneficiary that helps you with your career could come online. Groups and organisations could take a lot more of a forefront for you as well at this time. This is the day to mark in your calendar, the 23rd of May. I think it will be a great one. Enjoy that, especially in your 11th house of benefics that are going to help you and bring in something auspicious and quite lovely for you, Cancer rising. On the same day, the 23rd of May, Venus is going to be leaving the sign of Taurus, her home sign, and ingressing into the sign of Gemini until June 17 of 2024. So she's going into your 12th house. Venus in the 12th house can see you indulging behind the scenes and having a lot of pleasure with a partner behind the scenes, or just dealing with some financials regarding things from the past, or just trying to get on top of your financials or a relationship situation when she's transiting in that 12th house. So do what you have to do now, do things behind the scenes before Venus ingresses into the sign of Cancer, so you can tidy up house regarding a relationship and even finances connected to things from the past that need to be dealt with now. On the 25th of May, Venus in Gemini trines retrograde Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. So 12th and 8th house in a trine aspect. Could see a return of an asset or an inheritance, for an example. A tax situation is now dealt with. You might have been dealing with financial investment for some time, and this is the day where things now come to fruition, or at least an investment or something that's been anchoring for you for a long time behind the scene actually comes to a completion on this day. So Saturn, Neptune and Uranus. Well, Cancer rising, Saturn continues its transit in the sign of Pisces, your 9th house, doing his magic of getting disciplined, anchoring into long-term commitments that are beneficial to you regarding education, your spiritual practices, legalities, international and foreign correspondence and travel, media and publishing. Neptune is also here in the sign of Pisces, and Neptune can have you feeling like you want to disconnect or you want to have a creative breakthrough regarding those 9th house topics of travel, higher education, and your philosophical outlook on life and spiritual perspectives. Uranus is also direct in the sign of Taurus, your 11th house. So Uranus is doing his magic of transforming and shaking up the status quo, connected to friends, groups, associations, dreams and aspirations and goals for your future and beneficiaries that help your career. Pluto in the sign of Aquarius goes into a retrograde on the 2nd of May until September the 1st of 2024. For you, Cancer rising, this is your 8th house. Pluto in a retrograde. Pluto is a very slow moving planet. It's the furthest planet from planet Earth. It's a slow grind. I always liken Pluto to be the slow grind. So when he's retrograding, it's a slow return or opportunity to reassess, revalue, go back over things connected to your assets, your valuables, inheritance situations, tax situations, debts, a partner's financial situation. This is an opportunity to slowly go back over things that are connecting you with other people that are a source of resources and assets and valuables for you. So use this transit to your advantage regarding disconnecting with people that anchor you financially, or you could be prepared to make a large investment or take on a big asset. Cosmic Girl 101 signing off. Have a blessed and magical May, Cancer rising. I hope you got some value from this video, and I will see you next time.